Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And we are on the precipice of a brand new championship. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your Friday nights are sorted. Live racing with the full Throttle Racing Group. And this is a brand new championship. They use Group 4 cars and emulate British Touring Cars Championship as closely as they can. And this season, ladies and gentlemen, after a bit of a mix-up, well, not a mix-up, they've been mixing it up. They didn't get mixed up, but they've been mixing it up with different cars, trying out the Renault Megane, but it was not in favour of the pilots. They did not like it. Then moving on to, what did they use last season? Was it the high and dry? And it was okay-ish. This season, ladies and gentlemen, they are mixing it up more. Two different manufacturers out there with the Mazda Group 3 and the Hyundai. There's a new Hyundai, what's it called, like Vertigo or something like that, something fancy and pompous. Let's have a look. Elantra, sorry. The Elantra. Sounds like some sex lube. So we're back. Oh, look. For rounds 1, 2 and 3 here at Lago Maggiore. The rules are they use medium tyres for a race event, but for at least one race they have to use the hard compound tyre, and if they use it in the first race then they have to qualify on it. Now the boy Saint Dash, he keeps an eye on things and who's using tyres when, because they can't just pick the same race every event to use their hard tyres. They've got to share it around the 3 sprint races that we have. So we'll see them swapping their tyres around at the moment. Is there anyone out there? They're mostly all on mediums. They all want to start good. They all want to start strong through qualifying. And yes, so they'll qualify. They'll do a race. Then they'll start a second race in the order they finished the first race, and then for the third and final race, I believe it's a reverse grid. Lago Maggiore is where we're holding this first 3 rounds, and I'm a fan of this track. I like it. I think it flows nicely. I think it's a fun wheel turner. We should get on board. Is there anyone crossing a line? Our boy Sklid nearly won the championship last season. Didn't quite. I believe that was I can't see him here. McEwen, that's the one. That's the fella. I believe he is now reigning champion. So he's coming around to the final corners. We'll get on board. We'll get a feel. We've got a minute or so. Oh no, they're probably, I think they may be waiting for someone. Someone was updating. So on board with the former champion, down towards the first corner. Ooh, he's braking a lot later than I would be comfortable with, but he got through it nicely. And it's a shake it to the left, then to the right. Then this one, a tight right going downhill, which pushes you out wide, always here. Got to be very careful. Then you're just flooring it, heading up to the next corner, cutting these curbs as much as you possibly can to straight line the corners, and then up over the brow of the hill down to one of the biggest overtaking opportunities in GT7, the huge hairpin, and getting over onto that apex and then flooring it up the hill, swinging it slightly to the left and then back to the right, full beans all the way, and then leading up to a couple of tricky corners. If you take speed into the first one, you're bugging, hey! And I think he did that on purpose because the qualifying thing came up. That was nearly a lap of Lago Maggiore anyway. Thank you for joining us. Dre, so now, yeah. We're into qualifying. 13 pilots, and unbelievable Jeff has opted for hard tyres, as has the Gaz Monkey. It looks like they're in the same team as each other. So as they funnel out to the track, and we'll be keeping an eye on JW on his outlap. The Bell has stayed in the pits. It looks like he's just having a little, he's letting them space themselves out. Or he wants to do his outlap when they're all on their first flying lap. Because he's that kind of guy. Who is JW anyway? Where is it? There, it's the green one. I was saying the camera couldn't seem to focus on just one person. Oh, we've got chat. Hang on. I didn't even sort glasses out. I don't know why. And I'm using my controller to move around the track, which is crazy because I've got a keyboard. It's live. Ashley Sharp in the chat saying evening thingamajig. Well, hello. And Young saying hi, bud. Have they got Discord? No, they don't. They do it through Facebook Messenger. You have to look for them on Facebook. They're the ancient site to make friends on. Not the original MySpace, but MySpace died. But Facebook, yeah, they do all their things on Facebook in the Messenger. But yeah, if you search for Full Throttle Racing on Facebook, it's there. E. Graham then is first on track at the moment. He's on his lap, so we will watch as he goes very wide. I told you that corner swings him out, flooring it through here, trying to get a nice tight line through those apexes, coming up over the brow, and then down. I mean, I call that a hairpin, but it is a hairpin. It's just a hairpin you can carry a ton of speed through, which is lovely. So exciting. So E. Graham then will be the first to cut the line. He'll be the one laying down what everyone has to beat as he comes up to what I'd say is tricky corners. Tricky corners. Like I said, you take too much speed into one, you're buggered for the next. It's just finding that perfect balance between the two of them. And E. Graham looks like he's pushing the balance as far as he can. And then up through. It's a downhill corner. You've got to judge your speed or you end up right out there. But it's not too bad. Almost perfect for E. Graham there. Through that final corner. Cuts the line with a 29.7. Instantly beaten by the current champion with a 29.4. McEwen on the go already. E. Graham second fastest in this first run so far. Evil Dragon claiming third on the grid provisionally, with JW in fourth. We have the Wadwick in fifth, and that's good going for Wadwick. What's he in? He's in an Elantra. It's looking like it's suiting him at the moment. The Dash sixth fastest so far, with Swan in seventh. Dre, don't forget about Dre, is in eighth, with Gaz Monkey on the hards, remember, in ninth. Someone's just gone fast. Ash Bell has gone faster into eighth, which demotes Gaz Monkey now down to 10th. And but he is on those hard tyres. Sklid is struggling. It looks like he is struggling out there. He's in the Mazda, I believe. And he's looking like he's fighting his vehicle. So Sklid only 11th fastest, with Hawkeye 12th. Hey, I used to know a Hawkeye in URL. I wonder if it's the same guy. That'd be awesome. And unbelievable Jeff in 13th. E. Graham reclaims pole. He reclaims the pole position. Is this the season of E. Graham? Is he the Mercedes of the Full Throttle Touring Car Championship? Everyone putting new times in, all shuffling, and E. Graham asking too much from the Mazda through the sweeping corner there. McEwen still second fastest in the rocket car. Mazda also. So far, Mazda's up there at this track. I'm not sure. They said these cars are pretty close with the bop. So, balance of power is in-game lingo for those that don't know, you know. You have to be on the inside to know what your bop is all about. Balance of power. They add weight or take weight away, and add horsepower or take horsepower away from cars to level them out. Famously never works, but apparently these two are quite close. But so far we've got 3 Mazdas in the top, and Swan, yeah, is our top Hyundai driver. Well done to him. JW, also in an Elantra, is in 5th. Wadwick in an Elantra 6th. The Bell in an Elantra is 7th. Dre so far 8th. Also in an Elantra, it's very high and dry heavy, is it not? More movement, things are happening out there. Sklid has now entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd fastest on the grid. Dash goes faster, up to 7th now. 200ths of a second off of JW's time, and 3.5 tenths ahead of Wadwick. So St. Dash at the moment, a good run in his high and dry. Wadwick, shall we watch if he's on a run, if he can try and close the gap to the Dash ahead of him. In a fine looking laser liveried BMW slash high and dry, being followed by his teammate. I don't know, I haven't learned who's in what yet, so you will have to give me time. I don't know who his teammate is behind him. But Roderick then going for a lap. Haven't seen any of his sectors yet, or I haven't noticed. They may have popped up. McEwen goes fastest again. He takes the pole away from E. Graham. We're watching Wadwick. This one's not going to be faster. We'll see the first sector, see if he's serious about this next lap. Dre has just put in a very fine lap for 8th place. 3 thousandths of a second faster than Wadwick at the moment. So this lap is important to Wadwick. He's got to go faster this time round to try and get back ahead in the pack. So here we go, up to the first sector. Oh, he's just off his fastest, but it's tight, it's very close. We're 8.5 minutes. I believe it's a 10-minute qualifying, so we're getting close to the end of qualifying already. So these laps are getting all important, coming to the end. And Roderick driving the nuts off the wheels. Oh, it's tight, 900ths off of his fastest. He only needs to be 3 thousandths of a second faster to try and get that 8th place, and he's thrown it into that corner. Was that gains or losses? And into the final corners then, heading towards the line. Can Roderick get himself ahead of Dre? He does, up to 8th, just 1 thousandth of a second faster than the Dre. These cars are close, ladies and gentlemen. We should get some very close racing. McEwen then back on top by 100th of a second. Sklid going for it again. He's going for another campaign against the McEwen, in second, and he's he's only a hundredth ahead of E. Graham. And very tight. Evil Dragon, we've not seen, he's been there all around the periphery of the top lots. We haven't actually focused on him in the Razor team. In a Mazda also. Is that all at the top or in Mazdas? Oh no. Oh dear. Swan's in the pits. He doesn't think he can go any faster than that. 29.6 is his lot. JW is a tenth or so down. Then he's chasing 2.5 tenths down. And he is coming through the final corner. Does he have anything in the high and dries? Look, they look wide, but they get in there, don't they? They just pull it in at the end there. And Evil Dragon goes faster, but stays fourth. And JW, unfortunately, not going faster. Ash Bell is 2 tenths. Oh, Roderick's just gone faster ahead of Ash Bell now. Wadwick in 8th place. Was that his final lap? I believe it was. So McEwen is fastest. He's done his lap. Sklid's done his lap. E. Graham has done his lap. Evil Dragon's done their laps. So that's top 4 starters. Swan looks like he's starting in 5th. 6th for JW. Dash starting in 7th. Wadwick in 8th. The Bell is still on a run. The Bell could still cause an upset here as he takes it around the final corner. What can he do? No, unfortunately nothing there. Dre is starting in 10th. Hawkeye starts in 11th with Gaz Monkey on the hard tyres in 12th and Unbelievable Jeff. Ooh, it's been a tough one for Unbelievable Jeff. 4 seconds off of Gaz Monkey there. And they're on the same tyres. So Unbelievable Jeff has got to try and find a bit more pace in that Mazda. McEwen though, first blood to the reigning champion as we head in to a fresh brand new season. And there we go, McEwen is on top, as are the Mazdas it seems. Sklid in 2nd, E. Graham in 3rd, Evil Dragon in 4th. Then on to the High and Dry Championship. Swan on pole with JW in 6th, Dash in 7th, Wadwick in 8th, and the Bell in 9th, Dre in 10th. Hawkeye starts 11th with Gaz Monkey in 12th and Unbelievable Jeff in 13th, both on hard tyres and both also in the Mazdas. Is it a huge jump? It's not a huge jump though between the Mazdas and the Elantras. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first race of the season. Everyone with a clean slate. Some are in Mazdas, some are in Hyundais. Will it be? Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Thank you. Very quickly. And the lights are out. Oh my God. McEwen then off to a good start, but Sklid closing in already. Coming up to the first corner, E. Graham wanted to cause a surprise. But McEwen, he hit the curb hard there, but he's managed to keep position so far with Sklid in 2nd. 3rd, E. Graham holding his ground with Evil Dragon thereabouts as well. JW in 5th. Someone's wide, but they've held on to it. They've been taken by Swan. Dash, I think it was, who we saw going like slightly wide then, possibly. I don't know their liveries yet. Hang on. Come on. So no, that's the Dash. So it's Swan that may have gone off wide, or Wadwick. I think they're both in the laser cars. The Bell in 9th place at the moment. Dre in 10th, just ahead of Gaz Monkey, who's on those hard tyres. Hawkeye in 12th, with Unbelievable Jeff also on the hard tyres in 13th. But it's tight here with these four, should I say. Evil Dragon keeping an eye on the top lots. Wadwick in the chat saying, me, A.L. Swan are in the laser BMWs. We were the 2 yellow Peugeots last season. There you go. Still teammates, still sticking with each other. What was that sound? Oh, contention for the lead. Contention for the lead. Sklid's gone for it up the inside and has got it, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen slipping down the order into second place. E. Graham seeing how it's done, seeing the secrets. And McEwen was very wide going over the grass there, but I think E. Graham also touched a bit of grass. So both their tyres will be not at optimum racing precision. Evil Dragon then in that 4th place, chasing them down, staying with the leaders. Sklid at the moment, the man on the top, with McEwen in 2nd, E. Graham in 3rd, Evil Dragon in 4th, and Dash having an amazing job in the Elantra. In 5th place, Swan going on the attack of JW, and we saw some amazing races from JW. No, JW's on the outside, Swan's a little bit on the inside, and it's JW. Unbelievable, side by side most of the track, and giving each other space when needed. JW just gets his nose ahead of the Swan, and then the Swan now has to find another way. He's going back on the attack through the final corner, and he's side by side again, ladies and gentlemen, down to the first corner. Sklid still leads from McEwen, with E. Graham in 3rd. Swan trying to outbrake the JW, and now Swan's in trouble because he's got the Dre. Don't forget about Dre. He is on his rear derriere and looking to get some action done. Oh, Swan had a little wobble. Swan had a wobble over the crest. Over the crest we saw Swan having a wiggle and a wobble, and that's let the Dre through. Dre on the fight. Ashbel, Dre's teammate as well, going for an attack. I say he's his teammate, the cars look similar, they're probably not. And now Bell going, no, he's tucked back in behind the Swan, and again coming out of the corner looking for it. Sklid still leads as the pack dice. Gaz Monkey having a very good race there on the hard tyre. He's up to 10th at the moment, ahead of Wadwick in 11th, Hawkeye in 12th, and Unbelievable Jeff has dropped back somewhat. Sklid then under pressure in the lead. He has the reigning champion on his rear derriere. And E. Graham wants to get something out of this one. E. Graham has been up there, is up there most of the time, but has unfortunate luck with curbs and just putting wheels just slightly on the grass, and then it catching him out. So E. Graham needs to get it all put together for a championship campaign. And Evil Dragon as well also could be a champion in this series. And it looks like being in the Mazda helps. Dash in. I might be wrong. I'm gonna buy him out. I've got a Mazda 3, but you can't do bot. Yeah, I'll have to do a lobby. I'll take them around and I'll see. I'll see for myself, so I know for next time to tell you if there is an advantage in the Mazda. It's probably track dependent. So the Dash then doing an amazing job though in 5th place. JW in 6th. His teammate Dre, the Swan and Bell duking it out here in the dicing, you might even say. They are dicing, and Swan wants to slice. He wants to slice his way past the Dre. And again, he's having a look, but it's not on. It's not on. The door got closed. Dre is the bouncer, and he closed the door, but now the Swan's got his foot in it. Dre's out wide. Dre's out wide. He's made a mistake, and the Swan is through. And at the same time, his teammate Wadwick capitalises on Dre's mistake and takes the teammate Bell So Swan in 7th, Wadwick in 8th. Great guns for the Laser team at the moment, doing very well. Good points haulage, it can be said. Sklid still leads, and he's still got... Oh, E. Graham is ahead of the McEwen. How the mighty fall. Hey, McLaren. Hey, how's it like in that garage over there? Comfy? Got nice garages, have you? E. Graham going for a move in the hairpin. He gets it. He gets it. And McEwen also follows him through, putting the Sklid down. And Sklid's made a right hash of it somewhere, because now Evil Dragon is through. Maybe, I don't know if that was a Sklid problem, a car issue. Maybe his battery didn't charge. So E. Graham then out in the lead with McEwen in 2nd place now. Evil Dragon up and into a podium position with Sklid in 4th. Leader for a good portion of that early part of the race. The Dash still in 5th. And who's gonna go up against him? Because they're nowhere next to him. They're no one and nowhere when the Dash is involved. JW, his teammate, trying to stay with him, but he just doesn't have the skill set that the Dash possesses. Swan in 7th, being chased by Roderick. Now we've got inter-team fighting between the Bell. Oh no! Someone just made a big boo-boo. It doesn't seem to have affected them, though. It was Roderick, I guess, but it doesn't seem to have slowed them down. They're still on the tail end of the Swan. So, yeah, the Laser cars getting away with it since 1989. Dre in 9th. And he was fighting his teammate Bell. He's got past his teammate Bell, because we saw Dre going a bit wide earlier and letting 3 cars through. So Dre chipping away. He's got himself back past the Bell, who I don't think is his teammate, actually, because I think Hawkeye is Bell's teammate. Dre must be just an independent. So, again, with the Laser cars having a chip at each other. Swan and Roderick's through. He got up the inside. He got up the inside of Swan, and he is through and up and into 7th. 2 seconds behind JW. And we've got a fair amount of laps to go. So, Roderick might try to go on the attack of JW. Up at the front then, E. Graham now leads. Well, we saw that. With McEwen in 2nd, so no change so far. Evil Dragon in 3rd, and the Sklid having a rest, mid-race rest, before he goes back on the attack. The Dash isn't that far behind a win here, ladies and gentlemen. The Hot Brew is downed. Checking the messenger to make sure I'm not... No, they were just asking if about if there's rain, because they like it wet. No, they said in messenger that they got quicker times out the Elantra in practice than they did the Mazda, so there is no advantage. The Elantra drive. So the Dash, though, who did get good in the off-season. Look at him. Used to seeing him like facing the other way. No, he's not that bad. I am missing my boo, though. Where's my boo? What happened to the Groot? So E. Graham out there in the lead, McEwen in 2nd, Evil Dragon in 3rd, and Sklid there is in 4th place. Tight fighting at the top. The Dash, he's trying to close in on that. I think he's lost a bit of time to him, to tell you the truth. JW, he's less than 2 seconds now for Wadwick, Swan, the Bell, Dre. Look at this motley crew coming through, ladies and gentlemen. all bumper to bumper virtually. Hawkeye in 11th, Gaz Monkey on the hard tyres, and Unbelievable Jeff is really struggling with his hard tyres. Across the line to start his 8th lap. E. Graham feeling it still. He's got the reigning champion looking down the barrel of the gun, going for the move, but not quite getting the move. And E. Graham, we saw last season some moments of E. Graham's defensive driving, which was sublime. It was like an art form in itself. And so we know E. Graham, he can keep them behind. He likes them behind. And McEwen in 2nd, Evil Dragon in 3rd, and Sklid is really close. Sklid is looking to get the move done. He's just got the fastest lap of the race, under braking in the tight corner. Sklid up the inside, but now the advantage to Evil Dragon. He has the inside, and he maintains. Evil Dragon rocking it. Absolutely there, smashing it out of the park. Evil Dragon and Sklid side by side, and Evil Dragon was not deterred. He was not pressurized. He kept his cool like a cucumber in Bonnie Blue Snatch. E. Graham there in the lead then, with McEwen in 2nd, Evil Dragon in 3rd. Sklid still going for it again. Oh, heavy braking, but does he get the drive out the corner? Evil Dragon then runs up the hill, and Sklid, it looked like no, Evil Dragon does get a better drive out of the corner. Side by side action again from 2nd and 3rd, and it's tough to call. Sklid's just about got his nose ahead, but Evil Dragon has slipped in behind now, but Evil Dragon pulls himself up alongside. Oh, tie racing, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going off ahead as well with McEwen and E. Graham. And Sklid then just tries to insert a little bit of dominance there on the Evil Dragon, and it stays in 3rd. The Dash in 5th. You think all this fighting, he'd be closing in, but he can see him. Just the times don't lie, and he's not getting much closer. JW has pulled away from Warwick. Great news for JW. That 6th place looking safer and safer as we have 3 laps remaining. Roderick in 7th with the Swan, keeping a close eye on him in 8th place. The Bell in 9th, back ahead of Dre, with Hawkeye in 11th, and Gaz Monkey on those hard tyres staying with the pack. Very strong indeed from Gaz Monkey. When he gets those medium tyres on that Mazda, he is going to be a weapon. Hey, Rob's in the chat saying, hey up mate, and Rob saying, I hope you're well. Yes, I am good, thank you. Yeah, I've got no complaints. Everything's good. The sun's starting to come out. We're getting out of the dark period. Winter is here. It's going, and it can do one. So E. Graham ahead of McEwen. Now these two have made a break from Sklid and Evil Dragon while they duke it out. The Dash in no man's land. No one to attack. No one attacking. JW, his teammate in 6th place. Safe race from the Dash and JW. Very good. 5th and 6th place. Then we've got Warwick and Swan duking it out, and they can't slow each other down because the Bell is on the other end. He is right on their rear derriere, and he is looking 2 spots there before the end of the race as they enter into the 11th lap. And Warwick then just about staying ahead of the Swan. The Bell all up and in their grill, bro. Blood. Dre in 10th with Hawkeye in 11th. Frustrating from Hawkeye. He's getting faster every lap, and he can see him duking it out ahead. He's just not quite there with them. Tough racing here for 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th place. And Roderick just ahead of those guys under immense pressure. Oh, Dre having a sniff and a whiff at the Bell. And Dre's pulled the trigger on that one as they come up the hill. Dre on the attack. But Bell holding his ground. Thou shalt not pass, he says. He's the Gandalf of Pro Sim racers. Oh, and I think Dre touched the barrier a little there. So that's going to give Bell a little bit of relief. Roderick still ahead of Swan. I've pressed the wrong button. I've suddenly got all excited. So E. Graham leads this race into lap 12, the penultimate lap. And he still has McEwen coming in at great closing speed there. Man alive, I thought he'd forgot to brake. So E. Graham with a mirror still full of McEwen. Sklid in third, Evil Dragon on his high knee. Won't leave him alone like a stalker. Dash, an amazing race. St. Dash doing fantastical in 5th place. JW in 6th. Wadwick has had nothing but pressure throughout this race. He did drop behind. He's had to pull himself back up, and he's got himself into 7th ahead of his teammate Swan. So Roderick having an absolute belter of a race here at Lago Maggiore for rounds 1, 2 and 3 for the Full Throttle Touring Car Championship. And again, more dicing and slicing between Swan and Dre. Swan still with Bell and Dre. Bell coming back. Bell coming back against the Dre, but the Dre I think is going to have the inside line coming up to the next corner. And Dre does claim that 9th place against the Bell. Closes that down. We'll have none of that overtaking here, sir. So Bell having to find another way. It does look like he's got the pace on Dre here at the moment. Up the inside, maybe. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Has he done it? Bell there, sticking to the road. Side by side, coming down to the first corner. And Bell's going to have to get very brave with the brakes. Into the final lap we go. E. Graham still leads from the reigning champion. And Dre just has all the answers. He wrote the book, and he's got the answers. And Bell just struggling to find a way by. Was Hawkeye off then? Gaz Monkey, no, we're all good there. McEwen's gone for it. McEwen has gone for it, and he has got it. No, E. Graham, sorry, I am making a mistake. They're both bloody well, they're not both Napa cars, but they're both the same colour. McEwen again, desperate to try and get that first win in. So E. Graham, ooh, mama. And McEwen giving it some big welly behind. Sklid looking good for a podium against the Dragon. And it's E. Graham, though, coming around to the checkered flag. And E. Graham, first blood. Full points goes to E. Graham. It's his season for the champion. McEwen in 2nd, Sklid in 3rd. Evil Dragon comes home 4th. The Dash, great start to his season, in 5th place with JW, his teammate, in 6th. And Roderick, man, he's going to need a breather after this one. Under pressure for 7th. Swan in 8th. The Dre gets Bell for 9th. Bell in 10th. Hawkeye grabs a fine 11th. Gaz Monkey on his hard tyres will join in the next race in 12th because he's used his hard tyres, and someone else might have to use their hard tyres. And Unbelievable Jeff then bringing it on home. And Rob saying, I'm watching you and listening to the football at the same time. Oh my God, that's got to be confusing. And Rob saying, Stoke took the lead in the 4th minute, but it's 1-1 now. God, well, they're making it, they're making it exciting. So Unbelievable Jeff then. Not enjoying the hard tyres, possibly. And what a fight, what a season we've got to look forward to here with the Mazdas. No, I'm joking. The Elantras probably are just as fast. And There you go. Unbelievable Jeff then in 13th place. A great race up at the front with the Mazdas. And we'll try and do some stuff here. Oh, look, we got Max Verstappen. I didn't know we had Max Verstappen, driver, on the track. Well done. That's a lucrative contract. Right then, save replay for thumbnail. Look at results. So, there we go. That's a whole bunch of Mazdas at the top there. I'm only saying it to tease him. I'm sure it's fine. E. Graham then was the winner. Well done, E. Graham. First race, straight out the box. No messing. McEwen, the reigning champion, in second place. And Sklid, the former champion, in third. Evil Dragon in fourth, the bridesmaid. And the Dash fifth, with JW sixth. Wadwick in seventh. Swan in eighth. Dre in ninth. The Bell in 10th. Hawkeye finishing in 11th. Gaz Monkey in 12th. And Unbelievable Jeff in 13th. And now we are changing the settings. And we're starting at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, we're at 40. That's 10 minutes. Look at the math. Did you see that the math? I managed to, like Sherlock Holmes, come to the conclusion that we are at the moment 2040. And we're starting in 50. And I deduced within milliseconds, quicker than AI, that was 10 minutes. It took me longer to explain my findings than it did to actually think of them. I am working on another level, I tell you. And I've only just got out of bed. So, you know, I feel foggy, I feel murky, but my math skills are still on point. I could do more math for you. If you're an orange Formula One team and you turn up to a race and do 0 laps, did you take part of the race? Was it worth you being there? Did anyone miss you? Not really. Interesting. I know there's McLaren fans out there, but papaya rules. We all need a break from flipping papaya rules for a while. It's nice not to have papaya rules. Well, I like Ferrari. I like Scarlet rules. I think papaya rules should look at Scarlet Red rules and take note. But anyway, you're not here for Formula One. You're here for British touring cars, which I used to follow in the 90s. I don't so much now. So where is Groot? Is anyone to say? Is he okay? Has anyone checked in on him? He might have accidentally found himself in Iran by accident and had a payload landing on him. I demand to know where the Groot is. I shall not do no any more. I will go on strike. I will not talk until I am informed what happened to the Groot. I'm looking in the messages. No one has informed me thusly. So that was exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I know it looked very Mazda heavy at the front, but they do say that these cars are even. It's just a, I don't know, the way it is. The way, I mean, the top four have been the top four for, you know, a few of the seasons. So I'm sure if they were in the high and dries, they'd be up there as well. So Dre out there, teammate to nobody, I think. I haven't seen another car like it. Yeah, they're going to do team points this season, so I've got to learn these teams. There's so much to learn, isn't there? Their names and the teams they drive for. It's exhausting. I like individual championships. The teams hurt my head, and I get confused with who drives what. Well, I'm complaining. I do complain a lot. Why not? Yeah, go on. I'm complaining. It's nothing I want changed. Oh, Dre's having to break in a set of hard tyres. So Dre then getting used to as little grip as you could possibly get, and becoming accustomed to the hard tyre. But yeah, I like to complain. It's not that I want things changed. It's just give me more to complain about. That's what I'm saying. Make all the cars the same colour. I should have had something to eat. Oh, do you know what? I turned down bacon and eggs and beans for this because my wife was doing herself some bacon, eggs and beans and said, do you want some bacon, eggs and beans? And I said, no. I've got to do a stream, so no, I forgo your bacon, eggs and beans because no one wants to listen to me munch. They have to listen to all the other weird sounds that I make when I cough and burp and just don't bother to mute the mic anymore like I used to. I used to draw the maps out as well and write the corners in. I got so lazy at this. It just seems like there was a lot of effort and prep in for little use of it. Every now and again I'd remember to look at the map to see what a corner was called. And you'd think it'd seep in after a while, but it never did. Never did. So, yeah, the prep's gone out the window. Sometimes I write the championship down because I can't read it on my phone. Sometimes I write the order of the championship down. When I do replays, I write the grid down. So there's some prep. So Dre on them hard tyres, doing all right though, isn't he? There's a Bell's out there. Bell's also on a set of hard tyres though. He's banging them in. JW's the fastest on a set of hard tyres. Doesn't look like anyone wants to go out and show their hand at the moment. They're starting in the order that they finished in the next race. Boy, oh boy, we've still got we've got 3 minutes. I've ran out of time for a fag. Cigarette, the Americans. So Dre trying to find a bit of pace with those hard tyres coming into the second race. And E. Graham, I imagine, he's still dancing up and down the pit lane. He's still celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. He's still having a good time. So there we go, Dre. Just off the time of JW, and the Bell also trying to come accustomed to the hard tyres. Swan doesn't need any practice on the hard tyres. He says, no, I know they're not going to have no grip, so what's the point? Let it be a surprise in the first corner of the first lap. Unbelievable Jeff then, he's got some medium tyres on now. Just trying to find his feet. I believe it may be his first race. There was someone in the chat asking what tyres they're on next. So, yeah, that might be our man. Unbelievable Jeff. Still no answer on the group thing. Wonder what he's doing. He's probably stroking his cat. Ash Bell. It's not a euphemism, though. He probably really is stroking his cat. We should be trying to tie it all in. Who's Swan and Warwick are teammates. The Bell and Hawkeye, I believe, are teammates. JW and STD Ash are teammates. E. Graham, I haven't seen a similar car to E. Graham's. I think didn't the reigning champion and the former champion have very similar cars. They both might have been in Napa, so McEwen and Sklid could be teammates. Swans, as I said, Swan's going for hard tyres. Unbelievable Jeff then, finding where the grip is on the mediums. It's a nice looking livery, this one. It's him and one of the hard runners last race. Who am I thinking of? No, not Hawkeye. It's none of them. None of them. Gaz Monkey. Gaz Monkey's the other one in that livery. Here we go then. Off to the grid we go. That is a stunning camera angle. I applaud you. So yeah, it looks like Sklid. I don't know. I don't know. They're all blue and yellow, but they're not the same. So I don't think they're any of each other's teammates. The lights are coming on. Let's get ourselves revved up, ready for action. And it's a good start for E. Graham. Ooh, it looks like the Gaz Monkey and Unbelievable Jeff were doing a good start at the back there. E. Graham, though, maintains the lead. McEwen having to fend off. He's having to get defensive against Sklid and Evil Dragon. They're both fancying it. So, Sklid and E. Graham might be teammates. Oh no, Sklid open on the inside, and the Evil Dragon takes the invite. And he comes through. Heavy braking down to the hairpin for the Razor driver. But yes, he gets it. He gets it on the apex. Oh, and Sklid a little bit wide there. Someone very wide further down. One of the white BMW looking Alvaros or whatever they're called, high and rise. Evil Dragon then now under attack from Sklid. Sklid doesn't hang about. Sklid having a sniff up the insides. And he pulls it. No, Evil Dragon around the outside, still maintaining. But Sklid just about getting his nose ahead there. And it comes in. Evil Dragon being a thorn in his side still. All the way through. Evil Dragon's going to go for a run down to the first corner. And show us how big his testiculars are. In the braking zone, but Sklid okay. No, Sklid still in third. Evil Dragon not so much. JW's got himself past the dash early doors in this race, and he's going to want to try and run and hide from those guys. Oh, the dash is on the hard. So is JW though. Evil Dragon that was kicking up dust there, but it seems all right. JW going for hard tyres, as has the dash. Then we have Warwick also on the hard tyres, Swan on the hard tyres, Gaz Monkey on the mediums. He's going to be wanting to make up the ground here. It's easy pickings for Gaz Monkey on medium tyres against a whole row of hards. Ash Bell also on the hard tyre, doing very well at the moment, maintaining that position. He's got the Dre. The Dre behind him, also on the hard tyres. Unbelievable Jeff trying to find a way through these hard runners. He goes right. Oh, there's contact though. Unfortunately, badly timed there, and he makes contact with the Dre, And Hawkeye there trying to stay out of trouble with his hard tyres as Unbelievable Jeff goes for a move on him as well. And it's a bit iffy down there. I think these guys are finding Unbelievable Jeff a little unpredictable in the corners possibly. But you can't get better if you don't practice or, learn. And running with these guys will be a great way to learn down the straights. They make the move on him, Ashbell and Hawkeye. And Dre, sorry. Ashbell's further up the road, and a little knock in on the doors there. And Dre again, did he get a knock from Unbelievable Jeff? I'm not sure. I don't even know where he is. Dre there in 13th with those hards. And Unbelievable Jeff there mixing it up. And maybe having the stewards take a look. Hawkeye in 11th with Ashbell in 10th. He's right on the back of Gaz Monkey making his way through. But at the top, E. Graham leads from Sklid. McEwen in 3rd. McEwen looking very much at the rear derriere and making a move soon on the Sklids. Brownie saying, evening folks, let's go Hawkeye. Is it the Hawkeye from URL? I wasn't sure. I was hoping, but it's cool. E. Graham then leads with Sklid in 2nd, McEwen in 3rd. And they are dicing it up, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Dragon just sitting back. He's hoping there's going to be tears ahead of him. And E. Graham is still leading. Sorry, I thought it's Edwards, isn't it, Sklid? And McEwen there, right on their tail. And Evil Dragon closing back in. JW doing well with the hard so far. The dash in 6th. We've got Wadderwick all up and in his busyness, with Gaz Monkey on those medium tyres, trying to get through the hard runners at the moment. He's finding a wall of Elantras. Rob, yeah, Brown says, I think so, Thingy. And Rob saying, did you do that crazy Nord weekly challenge last week? I'm guessing it was easier if you had a full manual transmission and coasted for most of it. I couldn't get past bronze at all. No, I didn't do any of the challenges. I've had a real resurgence of 7 Days to Die. The game, sorry, I've not got 7 Days to Die. Well, in the game I have, but no, I've been playing a zombie game a lot. It's just easy, pick up and play and put down. So McEwen then leads the way with Sklid. What happened to E. Graham then? Sorry, I was reading the chat, and E. Graham's gone from 1st to 4th. And McEwen pulling out a bit of a lead as Evil Dragon into 2nd. And it looked like he was helped into that corner somewhat by the Graham of Ease. Easy E, I'm going to call him. Easy E. It's going to get you. So JW under pressure all the way from the dash, but these two have done a fine job with those hard tyres. Wadderwick thereabouts, and Gaz Monkey getting very frustrated, I imagine, on his medium tyres. The 3 cars ahead of him all on hard tyres, and I imagine he just wants to get by. We're on lap 5 of 13. McEwen leads. Evil Dragon in 2nd. No, sorry, scrub that. Sklid in 2nd. E. Graham. Oh no, Evil Dragon dropping a few positions here. Oh, it's dicing. It's nothing too serious. Don't panic. Some big dicing here for the podium. Sklid at the moment 2nd, E. Graham in 3rd. McEwen, the reigning champion, able to stretch out a small lead, something, a little elbow space, a little wiggle room. I like the front of his car, I like the teeth. Very good. So Sklid in 2nd, E. Graham in 3rd, keeping a close eye on a fellow Napa car. I'm not sure they're teammates or not, we'll see. And then we've got Evil Dragon in 3rd, in the Razor. JW still ahead of the Dash. The Dash looking like he wants to get that 5th place back. And Warwick in 7th. Under pressure from Gaz Monkey. Gaz Monkey on those medium tyres. And he's looking to relieve Roderick of that 7th spot. Down the hill. And this is where he's got the best chance. Late break onto the apex and say goodnight. But Roderick, very brave on the brakes. Is it going to pay, though, coming up the hill? And Gaz Monkey does have a bit of pace advantage coming out of the corner, but no. Warwick doing a fine job, and Gaz Monkey is left asking how do I get past these high and dries? Gaz Monkey again having a sniff and a whiff, but nothing doing so far. And Roderick driving a fine defensive race, and now Roderick's got a face full of the Dash, and he's going to have to try and find a way past because he can't hang a boot. He's got a Gaz Monkey right on his business. Swan then in 9th, and Ashbell looking very much like he wants to go on the attack of the Swan. Oh, Gaz Monkey's going for it. Gaz Monkey's going for it into the braking zone. Can he do the Warwick? Warwick on the hard tyres. Gaz Monkey has a grip advantage, but Roderick driving like a legend keeps position, and Gaz Monkey really struggling at the moment. Swan then under pressure from the bell. Hawkeye not far, but well, he is 7 seconds behind. He's dropped off a bit, but he's on the hard tyres. He's ahead of Unbelievable Jeff, who is ahead of the Dre that just seems to can't get past Unbelievable Jeff without a little bit of contact happening. McEwen leads from E. Graham by nearly 2 seconds. E. Graham then under fire. Oh, E. Graham's just got Sklid's position, because Sklid was up in 2nd place. Missing all of the racing, ladies and gentlemen. There's only so much you can watch, you know. You can only be in one place at a time. So E. Graham in 2nd, Sklid 3rd. Evil Dragon not far behind. JW holding ground against the Dash. And then we've got the Gaz Monkey in 7th. So he has finally got the Warwick. I apologise. We were watching them two, missed the fight at the front, went to the front, and then we missed the fight with Warwick and Gaz Monkey. Very good coverage, ladies and gentlemen. Rob saying, yeah, to be honest, I only play a couple of times most weeks now. Usually a bit on Friday and Saturday. No time at the moment. Well, I race Sunday nights. I have some great fun on Sunday evenings. I used to look down my nose at boost and slipstream strength, but I am converted. It can be fun. McEwen out there in the lead with E. Graham in 2nd and the Sklid in 3rd. We've got Evil Dragon in 4th. JW in 5th. Dash is now. Oh! Dash going for an absolute move there on his teammate, and it pays off. And he's ahead of JW. Oh, no, he's not. It's nearly 3 wide we had through there. Unbelievable stuff. The Dash then under fire from JW, and they really do have to get their booties moving because Gaz Monkey is there messing things up for him. He's on the medium tyre, a faster, grippier tyre than those around him, and he is going to want to be making short shrift of the high and dries ahead of him as they duke it out as well. JW again on the Dash. Fantastical racing here. JW side by side with his teammate, and JW loses out. Oh, no, does he? Yes, he does. He does. The Dash gets ahead. How would you know? They look the same. Oh, they've got numbers. So Dash then is ahead of JW, and Gaz Monkey getting frustrated tucked up in their rear derrieres. Just seeing a face full of Virtue. Trying to get towed now. This is where I thought he'd have the biggest advantage with those medium tyres through this hairpin, but he always seems to back off a lot more. I think he wants the speed coming out of the corner more than the speed going into the corner. So JW at the moment is back in 5th place, the Dash in 6th. And all of this has helped Warwick close right back into the action. Warwick over a move on Gaz Monkey. A surprise attack, ladies and gentlemen. No one saw that coming. And Gaz Monkey, he got duped. He got duped. McEwen in the lead. E. Graham in 2nd place. Sklid in 3rd. These guys are on lap 10 of 13. And unless someone throws it at the scenery, it's looking like there's not going to be much change. McEwen's got 1.5 second lead on E. Graham. E. Graham nearly a second. It's 7/10, 8/10 of a lead on Sklid, and Evil Dragon 2 seconds adrift of those guys. JW in amongst it. Roderick is on the move. He's got himself past the Dash now, and the laser Hyundai driver, oh, he's on another round, but now he's in the shadow realm, but he's back again. But he slipped behind the Gaz Monkey, so back to where he was. I'm going back to the start. Warwick under fire from the Bell. The Bell giving it some big G activity. And he's there. He's up into 8th, chasing down the Gaz Monkey. Warwick down to 9th. Slipping away. With the Swan there, his teammate in 10th. Hawkeye in 11th. Not connecting with those hard tyres. Dre has got himself past Unbelievable Jeff, and Dre, this is not one he'll be wanting to remember. McEwen leads from E. Graham, and the Sklid in 3rd. Evil Dragon in 4th. We got JW in 5th ahead of his teammate Dash, who is in all kinds of trouble with the Gaz Monkey, who wants to come through. Ash Bell has been slapping the last lap or two, and he's getting past people. He's getting things done. He's ticking off his list of drivers to overtake. And Gaz Monkey is the next one on that list. But Gaz Monkey on the medium tyres, where the Bell is on hards. Gaz Monkey already using his hard tyres. So he's on mediums for the rest of this round. McEwen out there in the lead. Graham in 2nd. We've got the Sklid in 3rd. Not much has changed. Sklid's got a bit closer to E. Graham. E. Graham has got a little closer to McEwen. Sklid is our fastest man on the track, but that was back in lap 2. Evil Dragon in 4th. JW still ahead. Dash under fire. Gaz Monkey has done it. Dashes out wide. Dashes out wide. The Bell seeing an opportunity. And when opportunity knocks, the Bell answers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bell, he's the one that knocks the door, not Walter White. So Gaz Monkey then, great stuff there from Gaz, up to 6th place with the Bell following him through. It's like a lucky charm to him. He's just hitched his pole to the back of the Gaz Monkey, and he's just chasing him through. The Dash will be beside himself. Lap 12 of 13. Not many opportunities to come back in the race. And the Dash now feeling the pain of Warwick. Warwick, no slouch, we've seen in these first 2 races, going up against the Dash, with Swan also in amongst the action. Hawkeye's hard tyres not working properly. He's going to complain to Pirelli. Dre in 12th. He's had a tough race. And Unbelievable Jeff there is in 13th. But McEwen at the moment, with on the penultimate lap, leading this race, the reigning champion. Ahead of the champion-elect and Sklid, the former champion. And and Sklid going very fast indeed at the moment, looking to get himself at least second place in this race as they come around to start their final laps. Ladies and gentlemen, it's everything to play for, and it's the lap 13. E. Graham under so much pressure from Sklid, but E. Graham, a great defensive driver, as we have witnessed on many occasions. Evil Dragon slipping back just slightly. JW ahead of the Gaz Monkey. Gaz Monkey going for a move. Gaz Monkey going for a move. JW going very defensive there. Side by side, neck and neck into the braking zone. JW touches the apex first, and Gaz Monkey follows suit. And the Bell is there as well. Let's not forget Bell. Dash in 8th. We got Warwick in 9th. 10th for the Swan. 11th for Hawkeye. Dre in 12th, starting his final lap. And Unbelievable Jeff just coming around to start his final lap. But it's McEwen who leads against E. Graham. And Sklid only 2/10 behind E. Graham. He really does fancy an upset here before the checkered flag. McEwen looks safe, looks solid in that lead. E. Graham under so much pressure from the Sklid. Evil Dragon, he bowed out of it. He's 5 seconds behind Sklid now, but he's way ahead of JW's under pressure from the Monkey. Gaz Monkey wants to get it before the end of the race. And we've got the people crossing the line. So McEwen takes the win with E. Graham and Sklid in 2nd and 3rd. Evil Dragon comes across in 4th. JW looks like he might be able to maintain ahead of Gaz Monkey. Just about. There you go. Well done, JW. Gaz Monkey in 6th. Ashbell in 7th. Dash in 8th. Swan in 9th. Warwick in 10th. Hawkeye bringing it home in 11th. On those hard tyres, though, tough call, tough one. The Dre had adventures early on in this race with Unbelievable Jeff, and he brings it home in 12th. And Unbelievable Jeff then in 13th. Unbelievable Jeff then in 13th. Great drive. Heavy defensive driver, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable Jeff. There you go, in 13th. So well done to McEwen. Fantastic stuff. And we'll see McEwen have his little celebration. And we'll again save a replay. And we will check out those results with McEwen then. Again, all 4 Mazdas, although an Elantra got ahead of another Mazda, although it looks like another Mazda's coming to join them. Are you sure they're even, these cars? So, yeah, they are. It's just the skills, mad skills in that top 4. McEwen then in 1st, Graham in 2nd, Sklid in 3rd, Evil Dragon in 4th, JW finishes in 5th in the top Elantra, in the Elantra Cup. Gaz Monkey in 6th. The Bell in 7th, with the Dash finishing in 8th. We've got the Swan in 9th. Warwick in 10th. Hawkeye in 11th. Dre in 12th. And Unbelievable Jeff in 13th. So that's round 2. Only one to go now, ladies and gentlemen, at 20 past 8 minutes. See, even again, quick math. Not bad. They've changed everything. People should be out. No one is out. Because I need a PP. I need a PP, and hopefully it's not a poo-poo. Come on, someone go out, and then I can leave this unmanned. I might even try. Ah, JW, you legend. Thank you, sir. God, nothing takes you out of it more than putting the driver's name above the car, isn't it? So there we go. I shall return. There you go. Back again. Back once again with the ill behaviour. Oh. Yeah, PP and a quick toke. So I done it all. A quick toke on a butt. Right, let's get everything here. Let's see who hasn't used hard tyres yet in this rounds. So Evil Dragon is on a hard set of tyres. I think none of the top 4 have used the hard tyres yet. Unbelievable Jeff still using the mediums, as he may do, because he used the hards in the first race. The Dash has used the hard tyres. JW also in that last race used the hard tyres. E. Graham having to go hard. McEwen going all hard on us. The Swan on mediums. Sklid has hards on. Then we got Hawkeye on the mediums. Wadwick on the mediums. Then we've got the Bell on mediums, Gaz Monkey on mediums, and don't forget about Dre on the mediums. So it's going to be tough because it's a reverse grid as well. So those top runners that have been in the top 4 all the way through, now I've got to start from the back on a set of hard tyres. But as we saw in the mid pack there, those hard tyres, they're not bad. Gaz Monkey, he struggled with his medium tyres against those with hard tyres around him. So it's a big one. It might not be a big deficit on those hard tyres. We may see E. Graham and such what coming through. Evil Dragon at the moment, bedding in a set, scrubbing them up, ready for the race. Oh, Friday. Yeah, so this is it now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how long do they season? I never ask. He did release a championship. What? So I'm babbling. He did release the table, not the table, but the calendar. Oh dear. Someone dipped, and I don't know who. We've only got 12. Someone disconnected. Unexpected error has occurred. He's probably got Virgin. He's probably paying £75 a month like me on Virgin and getting really bad, really terrible signal. And you think, why am I paying £75 a month? I mean, I used to pay the lower band on Virgin, but the streams used to cut out constantly or always have issues. So I went to their middle band, their 900 megabyte or whatever. Oh, it's the Dre. And it didn't cut out as much, but there was still used to be cutting outage for £75 a month. Can you believe that? So then I got a flyer through from this company called Tube. It's only £25 a month for the same deal. And I've got to say, so far, I've had one issue, one Friday night where it was a problem in nearly a year of using them, or however long it's been. So yeah, Dre, kick Virgin to the curb. I definitely think Virgin suck. Sorry, just an opinion. We're all allowed them. They're like bumholes. We've all got them. Right, I've just got to how many tracks there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, so yeah, 7 rounds of 3. Right then, here we go then. Wow, these lights are taking a while. Unbelievable Jeff starts on the front. He's got the Dre next to him. The lights are out and it's go here for the third and final race here at Lago Margherine. And Unbelievable Jeff is in the lead, but the Dre through. How did the Dre go? He's sort of, oh dear, Dre's got a bit of the skips. He's got the skippity laggity look at a bit ooze. Look at Dre go. Get rid of Virgin, Dre. That dial-up is not working. Your modem's overheating. So Dre is in the lead, it seems. Unbelievable Jeff in second. We got Gaz Monkey, teammates together on track. Gaz Monkey's had a great one. He was in the mid-pack. So Gaz Monkey absolutely had a killer of a start. And he's moved up into second, and Warwick as well, moving up into third. Oh, Unbelievable Jeff comes in quite late, but he's all right. It's not too bad. And Warwick then, oh no, someone's got through. No, it's Dre. Is it not Dre? What's the white car bouncing around? That's Hawkeye. Hawkeye. Superb stuff from Hawkeye at the moment in third place, chasing down Gaz Monkey. Dre is skibbity-dibbity, skibbity-doos, skibbity-dibbity-doo. When I commentate on Dre, I'm going to go... He's not. He's settled down now. The lag is not so bad. And he's leading. He's leading very healthily from Gaz Monkey. Hawkeye under pressure from Warwick. Or Warwick going for gold. Bronze, should we say. No, under braking. Hawkeye dashes ahead, but Roderick touches the apex sooner than Hawkeye can. The dash is up and into fifth place, ahead of his teammate JW. E. Graham doing a great job on those hard tyres, up to seventh so far, ahead of the Sklid. Then we have McEwen in ninth, Evil Dragon in 10th. They've got themselves past the Bell, who's on those medium tyres at the moment, and Unbelievable Jeff down into 12th with Swan at the rear derriere of the pack. And again, there was some movement here. Oh, I'm getting my buttons all mixed up. Here we go. So Sklid ahead of McEwen there, and then we've got Evil Dragon trying to come through past the Bell. Up ahead we got we got the Dre. Sorry, it's funny, is it not? Just annoying. Okay. So Gaz Monkey in second place, Warwick in third, and then we have a JW in fourth. Did he jump against the dash? The dash was up there, was he not? So it looks like the dash has had a bit of a moment, a mistake maybe, because now JW is in fourth place with Hawkeye slipping down into fifth, and he's got E. Graham, the big boys, already there, already up and amongst them with those hard tyres on. Man alive, they are made of different stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Those pro sim racing types, doesn't matter how much grip's out there, they still go fast. Hit Hawkeye then, holding on to that fifth though. He's got dash for a bit of a buffer against E. Graham, the Sklid. And E. Graham looking to want to make a move against the dash. The dash closing in on Hawkeye. Fighting every... Oh, Hawkeye goes really wide. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He was having a good one then. And Sklid then makes his way past the dash. And E. Graham split by the dash. Tries to go through. Dre in the lead, doing a super job. And Gaz Monkey trying to close in. It's settling down, isn't it? It's settling down until it's not, and then it sort of bounces. Bless him. Have you deleted your cookies? You tried deleting cookies? That sometimes works. I had to do it. Gaz Monkey and Bell's liveries didn't load in when I first got into the lobby. I had to pop out, delete a couple of cookies, and then everything was good. I come back in. So Dre, at the moment we are 4 laps in, and the Dre is doing well, staying out in the lead. Has he? He's crashed. He's come through again. My word. How interesting a race is the Dre having. I don't know what it looks like from his end, but from our end, it's... he's gone. He's gone. Oh, has it crashed me? Oh, no. I've crashed. There we go. We're back. Oh, I'm sorry, Dre. That's some shaky internet there, dude. Get rid of Virgin. So Gaz Monkey then leads from Wadwick in second, and then JW now in third with the DNF of the Dre. And let us not forget, he led the first 4 laps strongly, if not skibbity-dibbity-wooly. But at the moment, Gaz Monkey staring down the barrel of a win. Can he convert this? Could this happen for Gaz Monkey? At the moment, he's doing a super job. Wadwick in second place, but JW nibbling at his heels. Sklid already up and into 4th place. E. Graham in 5th. They're on those hard tyres. Dash in 6th. The Bell is up to 7th with McEwen down in 8th. We're on board with the high and dry, which is, I must mention, hasn't won a race yet this season. The what's it called? Elantra. Is it Elantra, or have I just made that up? It sounds like a word that isn't real, and it also sounds like it could be a different car, because I'm sure Elantra, yeah, I don't know. I'll learn what the Hyundai's called before next time. Although I think a lot of the drivers might be starting to say, I want to drive a Mazda after this round. JW then looks like he's lining up. Wadwick in the braking zone, goes for the move and gets it. Beautiful stuff from JW. Brilliant drive from JW. And Wadwick says, yeah, I'll just buy my time. You'll make a mistake, don't you worry. E. Graham ahead of the Sklid. Bit of battlage down in the mid pack, it seems. Dash in 6th. The Bell coming upon the Dash. That came out wrong, didn't it? But still funny. E. Graham, it was a happy mistake. That's what she said. In 4th, Sklid chasing him down. The Dash in 6th with the Bell in 7th. We've got McEwen in 8th at the moment. Evil Dragon in 9th, fighting with Hawkeye and the Swan. Ooh, Evil Dragon out wide there, but Hawkeye making a small mistake as well, and the Swan taking to the grass. Oh my word. Oh God, we lost another driver. Oh, it must have been Unbelievable Jeff and the Dre, both out in this 3rd and final race, unfortunately. Gaz Monkey leads. JW in 2nd, Wadwick in 3rd. Ooh, kicking a bit of dust there, but everything's fine. Everything is good. Just checking the messenger to see if Dre is like, dude, the internet hates me, but he's not. So Gaz Monkey still leads. JW chasing Wadwick in 3rd. That's a good strong top 3, but E. Graham, Sklid are coming in, but they're on the hard tyres. It's a fight for them to try and find that pace. The Dash in 6th with Bell looking very strong in this race indeed. In the Elantra, he's going for a move on JW, but it doesn't quite pay off for him, and he's got to be careful. He can't leave that door open behind, because McEwen will whip it in there. Evil Dragon in 9th place, trying to shake off Hawkeye at the moment. Hawkeye, apart from that going wide, he was having a solid race, and the Swan there in 11th. Gaz Monkey still leading. Very good, very strong. Half a second, though. He's lost a lot of time on JW. JW, fastest man on the track at one point, and is closing in on the lead. Roderick dropping back a little bit. E. Graham ahead of Sklid. And is he playing the points game? Is it worth pushing too hard to try and catch up the top 3? Or just stay where he is and get good points? He's way ahead of McEwen and a position ahead of Sklid. And Evil Dragon, we must count in that championship. He's been stuck with the top 4 throughout this event. Sklid then trying to find a way past. E. Graham ahead of him. Dash in a ringside seat. Ash Bell trying to close in on the Dash. Dash last time around, a 30.0, his fastest lap of the race so far. And the Bell, a 30.5. So, and he's got Evil McEwen all up and in his business at the moment, which must be rather uncomfortable for him. Evil Dragon, a little further back from them guys, 4 seconds. And he is trying to maintain ahead of the Hawkeye. Hawkeye 31.2, his fastest last time around. Evil Dragon a 30.7, not bad. And Swan with a 30.8. Swan a little bit faster than Hawkeye at concurrently. Gaz Monkey still leads. JW never been closer. Has never been this close this season to a win, and that high and dry, for its reputation alone, needs a win in this first 3 races, or there will be talk that the Mazda is the stronger car. So JW, a lot of pressure rests upon him from the organisers, from High and Dry themselves, and from himself. He wants to win. Warwick looking at a solid podium here as well. Gaz Monkey under fire. JW deciding this is the time. Not quite, he says, not quite. Gaz Monkey a little wide coming out of that corner. JW right in his rear derriere. And Warwick, this is helping Warwick. Gaz Monkey makes a mistake. He's out wide. He's out wide. What does this do? Gaz Monkey managing to maintain position ahead of JW. They're all trying to get the slipstream coming down to the very fast hairpin. This is where some of the best overtaking maneuvers are made. JW goes for it, goes for gold, goes in deep. Does he get the drive out? This is the thing. No, Warwick absolutely slams it. And Warwick from third jumps to first as JW and Gaz Monkey duke it out and continue to duke it out. And Warwick looking to get the first win for the High and Dry and the Laser Tools team. They're bookending, in they, isn't his teammate at the back, Swan? Yeah, bless the Laser team. It's a bit of a conflicted race. Gaz Monkey in second, JW now in third. JW looks like he's got a good run though. He's got a great run on Gaz Monkey. Gaz Monkey could be in trouble here for his second place after losing the lead on that last lap. JW relieves him of second place as well, and now Gaz Monkey down into third. He's got to dig deep and find a bit of pace there to try and get himself ahead of the 2 ahead of him. Warwick at the moment slamming. He's slamming, jamming. And it's looking very strong. JW in second place. And JW is the fastest man on the track at some point. Goes for the move again, like he did on Gaz Monkey, and it's worked this time. JW in the lead. Very brave on his brakes. What can Warwick do? And Warwick, his heart will be in his throat. It will be beating like an absolute bass drum, beating out of his chest. Gaz Monkey closing in. This is a tight race up here. We've got E. Graham. Dash has got himself, oh no, Sklid dropping a couple of positions here, and the Bell fancies a piece of Sklid. Liam just behind. This is great for E. Graham's championship campaign, with the guys dropping back behind him. It's lap 10 of 13, 3 laps to go. We're just about to start lap 11. JW trying to defend his lead from Warwick. Gaz Monkey hoping they get themselves into trouble and he can pick up an easy overtake. E. Graham 2.6 seconds behind the lead, not the lead, but behind Gaz Monkey, and the Dash looking very fighty. Dash fancies that 4th place as well. Sklid trying to keep the Bell behind, the Bell on fire. Ooh, my Hyundai's on fire. So the Bell then looking to get a late break done on the Sklid on the hard tyres, and it is done. This is the way. And the Bell pulls off a very lovely move, and now the Bell coming for Dash. Dash, though, giving E. Graham lots to think about at the moment. JW still leads with Wadwick in 2nd, Gaz Monkey in 3rd. 2 laps to go after this one. E. Graham chasing them, but trying to defend from the Dash. With Bell in 6th, Sklid in 7th, McEwen in 8th. Great news for E. Graham. A couple of cars between him and the protagonists in this championship. Evil Dragon in 9th. They're all on the hard tyres. Swan has moved ahead of Hawkeye. Oh, poor Hawkeye. That is not what he was looking for. He was having a great race. JW still leads. Penultimate lap. Wadwick, can he do something? Has Wadwick got something? Is he saving it till the last lap to go up against JW? Gaz Monkey behind him was leading for a good portion of the early part of this race and has found himself a little back from those guys. E. Graham looking like these are the maximum points he could possibly pick up today. And it's still very strong. And the Dash looking strong coming out the corner against E. Graham. He wants a piece of the E. Graham. Up around the outside, but E. Graham, like I said, the best defender in the world. Tony Adams hasn't got anything on E. Graham, ladies and gentlemen. It's an old reference, but that's the last time I watched football. Ooh, it's tight here. So E. Graham having to defend for his life against the Dash and the Bell, who both want those positions. Coming up to the final lap, JW still leads from Roderick. Roderick giving it his all. He's giving it all the wellies in every corner now to try and close down on JW, but it's costing him time because Gaz Monkey is having a sniff and a whiff at the fresh air either side of Wadwick. E. Graham in 4th. But Dash fancies that 4th place. Oh, Gaz Monkey look wide there. No, it's all good. It's all good. JW, though, seems to be defying the rule book and is holding that lead in the Elantra, or whatever it's called. And getting purple sectors. He's winning in style, ladies and gentlemen. Wadwick in 2nd place with Gaz Monkey in 3rd. E. Graham 4th. He's dropped Bell. Bell and Dash having a duke, and the Bell comes through, ladies and gentlemen. The Bell, no, the Dash has got a good drive out the corner. He still maintains 5th place, but they're mixing it up, which is giving Sklid an opportunity here to get involved. But Sklid has to defend from the McEwen. Unbelievable stuff. JW. Only a couple more corners to go. Only one more corner to go from him, and the first win of his season for the High and Dry and for himself. Wadwick gives it all the beans through that final corner to see if he can try and get it away from him, but it's JW, Wadwick and Gaz Monkey, a top 3. E. Graham comes home 4th, Ash Bell 5th, Dash in 6th, Sklid in 7th, McEwen in 8th, with the Swan in 9th. Swan did okay, pulling a couple of positions back there, and the Dragon in 10th, with Hawkeye in 11th. What a great job. They're done by everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I introduced to you that there he is. Oh, he's even got a matching livery, costume. I mean, overalls. So JW going all in, and it was worth it, JW. When you were doing that uniform thing, overalls, race suit, maybe. Elantra. I was right. It is an Elantra. You thought, well, who's ever going to see this? And we're all seeing it right now. We're seeing it for reals. Well done, JW. Great job. Great job. Done well. Right then, let's grab a replay, and then let's have a look at the results. JW Talks M Sports in the Elantra takes the win of round 3 here at Lago Maggiore. West Side. Roderick in second with Gaz Monkey in third. Huge points throughout. E. Graham in 4th. That's good for his championship campaign. Ash Bell, what a drive for Ash Bell there in 5th, getting himself ahead of the dash in the end in 6th. Slid in 7th. McEwen finishing in 8th. Swan comes home in 9th, ahead of Evil Dragon in 10th. Hawkeye finishing in 11th, and Unbelievable Jeff not seeing the flag, and the Dre had internet problems. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? This is going to be an exciting season, especially when the Mazdas are on hard tyres. I'm joking. Just teasing. So, thank you to Full Throttle Racing for all the organising, and it takes a village to put these leagues on, and they've done an amazing job. Thank you to all our pilots out there turning up and absolutely delivering. They're like the butcher, they deliver. And thanks to you guys in the chat and have watched and done all the bits and bobs that YouTube want you to do. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And it's looking good. We'll try and get some streams. I'm behind on the Apex Cat Cup. We'll get some of them done. And and the GRRCs. Got to get them done. So, I'll be popping up throughout the weekend. But you can guarantee Friday nights live with the Full Throttle Touring Car Championship going forward. Write it in your diary. Do not miss a second. This is going to be an absolute banging championship. Thank you to everyone. Tiru. Oh, quick chat as I go. Oh, Rob saying cheers, bro. No problem. Tiru. Peace and love. Peace and love.